Hi, Dana Shoaf, editor of Civil War Times Magazine, and I'm back with Melissa Wynn, director of photography. And surprise, I know we said we were going to go this afternoon to Fairfax County, but as we were leaving the Upperville area, we drove right by the headquarters of the Mosby Heritage Area Association, and I thought we should stop in and say hi to our friends. And we're here with Jennifer Moore, president of the association, and she kindly agreed, even though we just sort of plopped in at lunchtime, to talk to you a little bit about the association and what it does and how it helps preserve the heritage and history along the Route 50 corridor. Can you give us a little background, Jennifer, of the association and what it does?
Thank you for being here. We were formed in 1995 as folks were feeling that less and less local history was being taught in the schools. And so what we do in our 5-county heritage area, go into schools and talk local history. This is the street your school is on. Let's talk about what happened here in the Revolutionary War. Let's talk about Reconstruction in your county or your town. And so the 5 counties are Loudoun, Fauquier, Clark, Warren, and Prince William. And we try to reach between 4,000 and 5,000 students each school year. And that can be anything from 4th, 7th, and 11th grades and anything in between.
So even though it's the Mosby Heritage Area, there are layers of history you guys look at, from the Revolution on up.
Correct. There's just so much to talk about. The Civil War certainly happened in everyone's backyards here. It's sort of the low-hanging fruit, but there's so much more to talk about.
Yeah.
Every era of history, we have school programming, we have field trips even that cover everything from the Revolutionary War to civil rights. And anything that interests anyone, we probably have a story to tell you about it.
Now, can people stop in here and get literature about sites that they could see along the Route 50 corridor?
This is the historic Caleb Rector house where our office is, and we have scavenger hunts that are history-based, and they are for all the 5 counties. We also have driving tours. You can follow Mosby's exploits. You can just do a sampler driving tour, which is a little bit of every era of history. And of course, our website is mosbyheritagearea.org, which also has those driving tours. We have a civil rights driving tour, a Revolutionary War driving tour. Anything to interest you, you can get there.
And for folks that haven't been in this area, if you get off the Route 50 area and you move into the backcountry, so to speak, there's hamlets and places that feel timeless. You know, the fields feel unchanged from who knows when, small little communities of really beautiful houses. It's awesome. And the original Ashby Gap Turnpike runs right in front of your house, correct?
Correct. Right in front of the office. The office was situated right on top of the Ashby Gap Turnpike, which was an act of General Assembly in 1810, so it's an old road. And given the location of the house, it was most likely a tavern. It was built in 1801. We're not suggesting it was a very commodious tavern with billiards, but it was a place you could pay a little money and
place you could stay,
sleep by the fire. So it's a Quaker farmhouse, and it's got that Quaker feel.
You're right. It's a really, really nice stone house. And we talked about Jeb Stuart just a short while ago at the Goose Creek Bridge during the Battle of Upperville. There's some really strong Jeb Stuart connections with the house. Tell us about those.
So during the Battle of Upperville, Stuart was encamped at this house on 2 separate occasions, once in the backyard under a tree and once on the front porch. Stuart received a courier from Robert E. Lee here with orders to move north if practicable. We know now that would have eventually brought him into Gettysburg, and whatever side you take on Stuart's actions at Gettysburg, was he late, did he cost the battle for the South, whatever you decide, he made that decision at this house. He brought into the room with him when he got those orders Mosby, of course Stuart, Wade Hampton, and Fitzhugh Lee to try and decipher what Robert E. Lee meant with these orders. So this tiny little stone farmhouse had national importance, actually, because Jeb Stuart made his decision here.
So inside the house there's a council of war, and from that Jeb Stuart decides to undertake his controversial ride that separates him from the Army of Northern Virginia during the Gettysburg campaign. And whether you defend him or detract for him for that reason, the decision was made right here.
It was, and to his death, Mosby defended Stuart's actions because they all looked at it and they didn't know what it meant.
Interesting.
According to Mosby.
Now, we're in your backyard, and you said that the Civil War took place at everybody's backyard here. Tell us a little, the stone wall was here, right?
The stone wall was here, and we know the
20th Maine?
20th Maine was camped in this field during the Battle of Upperville.
So we mentioned Vincent's Brigade at the bridge and how they were in reserve. So the 20th Maine and Joshua Chamberlain were camped out in this field just, literally a few days before Little Round Top, before they make their way to Pennsylvania. Really fascinating stuff. And like I said, if you haven't explored this area, come down and check it out. Stop by the Mosby Heritage Area headquarters.
Please.
Pick up some literature.
Yeah.
Don't be rude like I was and asked Jennifer to be on TV, you know. But anyway, she's been great. So thanks a lot for doing this.
Yeah.
And Melissa and I, with Jennifer, will sign off now. And Melissa and I will be back later on in Fairfax County, like I said, at another bridge location. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.